Hello, everyone. Janet Rangi. Thank you so much for this coming to this session today. It was a short notice. There is no secret. Of course, you can see today we have three guests whom we are going to introduce. We are very happy to have them, and you can see the names on the screen. But I'll be so happy when you guys come today, tomorrow, and this video will be here for weeks and months, because you know what? We know how much this video is going to benefit all of you. And we just want to have real testimonials. As you know, Janet Rangi is about real testimonials, real people, real lives, and how all these courses have been impacting them. So without further ado, I want to welcome Dr. Jecton Oyo. Most of you, you know him for a long time. And then later on, we are going to invite the other guests to kindly introduce themselves and tell us how much they've enjoyed. And Dr. Yo, please introduce the school. I don't want to open up everything. I will let the floor, the floor is yours,
Okay.
Dr. Yo. Okay,
Okay,
well,
my name is
yeah.
Dr. Jecton Oyo, the CEO and founder of Smart Data Learning. With me today is Pedro Dominguez and Alicia, who are all alumni of Smart Data Learning. Pedro was in cohort 17, Alicia was in cohort 18, and both of them are now successful and in the field. Janet, since the last time we spoke, we introduced a new course called Data Engineering with Microsoft Azure. And we are going to have the second intake. And the second intake is even getting better because we're going to do it with Azure, Google Cloud Platform, and Amazon Web Services, AWS. We realized that that's where things are moving to. But first of all, it's good to start from our flagship program, which is Data Analytics and Machine Learning. Both of them went through that. I think Pedro came when you already knew Access and a little bit of Excel. And now fully fledged machine learning engineer or data scientist, and working for a very big American company. Alicia Okere too, who is a veteran, who came with, I think, very little knowledge of IT, maybe zero, but right now is very serious, doing amazing work for a serious American company. So we are bringing to you real people living out there with the other people, and people who went to school with others, and they're now achieving it. Back to you, Janet.
Well,
And
thank
I just would like to just say that we have data analytics and machine learning as a course, data engineering with Microsoft Azure, AWS, and GCP, which is a Google Cloud Platform, Excel A to Z, because you will learn a lot from them. That sometimes you get a very serious job description, but when you go there, it's only Excel that you're using every day, but you're making that money. There's project management, there's business analytics, there's Tableau, Power BI, machine learning, all that you can do them a piece, but also as a package. So that's what I wanted to say.
Okay, thank you so much for that introduction, Dr. Oyo. And we are going now to hear something from Alicia. You will tell us more about yourself and how you joined the program and how you knew about the program. Then later on, we'll move on to Pedro. So thank you so much, guys, and you're very welcome. And for the viewers, feel free to leave your comments here, share our videos, and then you're welcome to watch, as I say, today, tomorrow, next week. So welcome, everyone, and we love you so much for coming.
Hello, my name is Alicia O'Keary. My husband found out about the school from watching your channel, Janet. I wanted to get into IT, but I was a bit afraid of it. I come from accounts payable, and at that job, I was working two jobs trying to make ends, at least try to see each other. So the money wasn't really nice. I didn't have much experience with software, so I joined in with the data analytics portion. So I learned machine learning, I learned SQL, Tableau, Python, which is my favorite, by the way. I like Python more than anything else. We did Excel. Um, what else can I say about that? I also am now inside of the data engineering course. Um, the class that I took, it did take me a very long way from where I started from. The money is very good. I cannot complain about the money at all. I do less work, but I get paid more money, so that's always a plus. Um, I will say that the things that I learned, the school is very productive. You do get resume writing, you do get training for interviews. Everything that you need to know to get your career started, you do learn it in the class. Although it's a boot camp, they don't skip and give you small itty bitty pieces of details. You do go into it. I mean, you have to actually put in forth the effort. So you need to do your homework. You need to study, because if you learn it and you don't apply it, then you will lose it. Um, I will say that I believe in the school so much that I did re-enroll, and I went into the data engineering with Azure. So I'm learning how to maintain pipelines and how to analyze real-time data. So that is also a plus, because we're dealing with Azure in the clouds, Databricks and things like that. So that's also nice. I am a U.S. Army veteran, so that does open some doors for me. And with that, and then you put on top of, I can do X, Y, and Z. I can do Altrix. I can do Tableau. I know how to do analyzing with big data, not just small data. So I know how to clean data. I can manipulate it. I can transform it. You learn all those things in your data analytics class, and the teachers are very nice. You can reach out to the teachers. If you get stuck on anything, they're always there to help. You have your classmates you can reach out to and also get help. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. I mean, you just have to apply yourself. If you want it, you have to go out there and get it. It's not going to fall in your lap. They will give you the tools and the resources, but you have to hit the ground running. This is an investment in yourself. So you have to take initiative. They can lead you there, but you have to hit the ground running for yourself. No one can babysit you, if that makes sense.
Very nice. Thank you so much for that introduction and actually some detailed information. Thank you so much. We are very happy to hear that you're doing very well after this class. Pedro, please tell us more about yourself too and how your experience has been
Yeah,
so far.
perfect. Okay, so yeah, my background, I come from just a little bit of tech. I've always kind of messed with different self-paced programs, and what always happens is I kind of get into it, I don't understand a certain aspect of it, and then I lose interest. But with the teacher being there, anytime you have any questions regarding stuff that's not even on the curriculum yet, the teacher's there to answer the questions and keep you on track. And now that your mind wander, can put your mind at ease. Um, I saw a great improvement in my career from it. The school teaches you a whole system of, data cleaning, data preparation, organizing the data visualization, and the tools that are taught in smart data. If you learn Tableau, you know how to operate Power BI. These are universal tools. Python has so many different uses in web applications and data cleaning and AI learning, machine learning. So these are all just starting points to jump from. So the tools that we learn here are just a good structure to build an even better base of knowledge from. So I saw great improvement in my, field and career from it, and I think anyone could. It's just such a vast, and it teaches you a system to put into place.
Wow, we are
That's
very
what I
nice.
what that's what I got from Smart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, how was your class experience, Pedro? How long is the class? And actually, I can look at some of your comments, like what is the mode of learning? Does the school assist with job
Mhm.
placements? And all that. So, people want to know a little bit more of your experience in class.
Yeah. So class, it's depending on the time zone, but for me it was like 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. And there's breaks in there in the middle, and it's on the weekend, so you can have. I was working two jobs as well, and then on the weekend I just chimed into class and stuck with it. And then outside of class, whatever concepts we learned, I would go and expand more on. I would do mock job interviews, look up SQL problems that jobs would ask, Python questions that jobs would ask for, and continue to learn from what I already grasped in class. And for job placements, Dr. Jacton helped me with some good key speaking points. So whenever I went into job interviews, made sure I mentioned my skill level for different programs, how I applied those skills for real life practical situations. And through the course, we have projects and homework where we can actually put those skills that we learned into place. So that way they're stuck in our head. They're not just, studying the night before, taking a test and forgetting about it. You're putting it into practice so that when you go to the job interview, you can say, I can use this tool to solve this problem, and you can have something to prove for it. So yeah, it really helped with the job placement, just having those mock interview questions, the key talking points, helped us write our resumes. So adding the certain key points that people are looking for. And yeah, I think it's a great process to help build a good foundation.
Okay, very nice. And Alicia, thank you so much for sharing, Pedro. Alicia, some people when they hear this course, they are kind of scared because they hear smart data, they hear science, they hear technology. So these are big words, like Python. To you this is normal, but to some of us probably it sounds complicated. So maybe can you share with us your background? Were you this like very good science student in high school and you are just A plus material? And so it was very easy for you, or you think anyone can enroll in this class and see success?
No, anyone can enroll in this class and seek success. I mean, anyone can do it. And the reason I keep saying if I can do it, anyone can do it, because I am not the smartest, brightest person in the batch. I mean, I just have to study harder than my counterparts. Some things is repetition for me. I have to do it consistently over and over to get things to stick. So my memory is not as sharp as everyone else's. But with smart data learning, they don't just flood you with knowledge, they build on top of the knowledge. So you get a steady foundation. It's sturdy before they just slam you with more things. So you start here and they layer it. So you're not forgetting what you're learning, you're building on it. So when I got into this class, I was afraid of coding. I mean, I was not a tech person. Yeah, I could do a little bit of Excel because I was doing accounts payable, but not to the extent to where I can run a Power Query, do a VLOOKUP, or do pivot tables. Those type of things were given to me already made. Now I can do those myself. I know that I can do a join in Excel. I know I can do aggregates in Excel. So those are things that you will learn in the class. So it's not, I'm not going to tell you it's like a walk in the park. You have to apply yourself just like with any other schooling. But the tools are there. If you want something, you will work to get it. I mean, they're handing you the tools, but you have to make an effort to reach and get those tools and use them. So you have to put forth the effort. The knowledge is there. The teachers are there. Anything you need to know, you can get it from the teachers. And you have to take your project seriously. And just because it's a boot camp and it's remote doesn't mean you should slack off. I mean, you have to invest in your knowledge. You have to.
Okay, very nice. And it looks like Pedro kind of had a background, but he needed just that extra push and push. So, so that when
Yeah.
you start this time, you finish. And we are very happy that you finished. Are you happy with yourself?
Hope
Oh
so.
yes,
Pedro?
yeah. And that's the thing. The way my brain works is like if I learn something and I don't put it to use, it goes out the window. So whenever I was able to learn something and then see how it's used, I said, oh, this is, I will remember this now. So having that like practical and having the teacher there really helped it stick and was that extra little motivation I needed.
Okay, that is very nice. Yeah, Dr. Yo, so
Mhm.
you've been having so many cohorts. I've known you for a while, and every
Yes.
time you don't come and explain to people anything. You bring your own students, you bring success stories, and
Yes.
usually people really respond to that. We've had only good things about this program. It's truly changing people's lives. I've seen people that honestly, they were just, earning minimum wage, sometimes $20 an hour, $15 an hour. But this just gave them that extra cushion, like, let me try it. And now they are so happy. As I think Alicia is the one who said that, you work less hours with more benefits. If we don't work for money, of course, but we work for money sometimes, right? We
That's
all,
very true. And in
yes.
fact, Alicia just came like 2 weeks short. People had
Uh-huh.
started their class, and the husband reached out, and I told
Mhm.
her, "You can start." And she went ahead, and she was the first to get the job because she applied herself. What I normally tell people is from day one, you're auditioning for employment. You have to start talking. Don't fear talking. You have to ask questions. To some people, when I bring them on board, even one on one, to do the mock interviews, you ask them, "Tell me about yourself." They're quiet. I said, "Then how do you want to be a data analyst?" Because what you are doing is that you are a solutions architect. You're bringing insights and informing the executives of a company on how to make decisions. If you're not talking, how will you convince them? So there is this timidity that comes with coming from Africa. You don't want to talk. That we need to do away with. You have to talk. You have to ask questions. No question is a stupid question. You ask questions, you talk, and you're going to succeed. Like I said, you're auditioning from day one, and you're going to get a lot of help because the way we do it, the method of training, is that there's a main class that comes over the weekend and then the study hall. Just the way university operates here, the tutorial fellow. That person who can dumb it down for you, we have that kind of person. During weekdays, you can go and ask all the questions and they'll dumb it out for you and be at your level and explain it. You make sure you use all the resources. The classes are recorded and you have the class all through. We don't like throw you out after like 3 weeks, like other programs do, so that you can come back and pay. Once you are in, you are in, you're one of us. That's why you've seen me encouraging others that if you feel like you forgot everything, I want to even bring you back so that you can revise and get the job. That's what we want. That's the ultimate thing. And for those who are watching from Africa, the good news is that when I was in Africa, I also went to Europe and trying to get jobs for those people so that they're able to work remote from Africa in places like Germany, in Britain. So we'll be the ones who will be kind of like interviewing them and passing them over for employment. So very soon it will be what they're asking for. Is there job placement? We will just be placing. We will just have a wing, a staffing wing. For the best students that we know that they're able to do the job, we'll just be passing them over and they're able to work from Africa, wherever they come from, and making that top dollar. Yeah. So we're really working towards improving everything. And that's what I
Yes.
was doing when I was away.
And I'm very happy our guests actually work for top companies in the United States. I don't think they
Yeah.
want to share, but I've heard the names of the companies. I'm like, wow, wow. You just need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself. You can't believe how much, 3 months can do for someone. This is very, very nice. I'm so happy for your families. I'm so happy for your efforts. And we just keep on sharing the message because you know what? When people hear real testimonials, they are very happy. Okay. So do you work from home, Pedro? Or do you go to
I
an
work, yeah, I go to the office, but it's only 4 days and make good money. So can't complain. 3 day work weekend. So
okay.
a
How
nice
about you,
life.
Alicia? How about you?
I do 3 days in office, 2 days at home, and I have no complaints, none whatsoever. So
Wow, wow,
it's a
that is
great
very nice.
opportunity.
And like when your husband told you, you just thought it's a story until you took action. You know what I believe in? There's imagination and then there's taking action. And then when once you take action, you have to put in the work. You just push. Just look at the other students. If they can do it, you can also do it. And as the guests have said, that they have a good support system, they have the resources. And then after you finish, I think Dr. Yo, you also prepare them with resumes. Can you talk about that? And if
Yeah.
you did here, there are companies that he links you to. There are many companies out there looking for people just like you. They need these skills in data, in all this technology. This is the current. I've had many people saying that's the future. No, this is not the future. This is the current. They are
Yeah.
waiting for you. They are waiting for
Yeah.
your skills. So help yourself to help them. It's a helping each other situation here. So, Dr.
Yeah.
Yo, talk about resumes and job placements, because at the end of the day, I want to know if I invest my time, see what the
Yeah.
investment is for me,
Yeah,
okay?
so for job opportunities, they can just go to even Indeed.com and type data analyst. They can just type a data engineering with Azure, with AWS on Indeed.com, any job board. And then you will see how many thousands pops up from your city. Go to Houston, go to Dallas, go to Charlotte, San Francisco, Seattle, Washington, New York. The IT hubs are like Austin, San Francisco, Dallas, Charlotte, New York, and you will see thousands of them available. So that one we don't even need to talk about. It's just about you applying yourself, and we prep you. Like right now, I used to like wait for them to call me to prep them for job preparedness, but right now I've included it in the program so that it's no longer 14 weeks; it's 16 weeks. So it continues after they've graduated, they presented the projects, all the assignments are out there, they've shared their digital badges. Now we do 2 weeks, 20 hours of job readiness sessions, where we tell them the talking points, how to respond to this question when you are asked. Because some people are knocked out because of very simple questions like, tell me of a typical day at your current job. If you've never been to any IT firm, you won't be able to answer that, you know? You will be saying, oh, a typical day, and I've never had a typical day. Something as simple as just going for meetings, reading my emails, responding to emails, going for project status meetings, and the cycle continues, will make you lose a job because you've never known that. So we prep them, we make them ready, and they get the jobs. So what Alicia and Pedro have said is very true. Apply yourself. It's not about attending class over the weekend and then closing your computer and opening again, like they do in universities in Africa, where you wait and do the exam at the end of it. In America, every week you're earning your marks, and there's no big exam. Towards the end, there's only 25 marks that you go do, and then it adds to everything. So how you talk in class, participation, gives you marks. When I came down here, really, I was dinged for not speaking the first semester. I got everything right, but it's not an A, and it was 88%. Then I was asking, why is it not an A? Because you didn't participate. So I realized my hand was always up, even if I'm saying nothing. That's when I started getting A's. So you have to apply yourself, be vulnerable, talk about what you know. Because it's very powerful when you can talk about what you know. But if you're not talking about what you know, nobody will know that you know it.
Correct.
So that's about tech. People are very cocky out there. You have to always be presenting in front of people what you know. And if you know it, you be serious about it, it will work for you. So that's what I can say.
Oh, that's nice. Did you
Yeah.
guys, Pedro, did you feel like the homework was too much? Was it something you can handle?
Yeah.
Or, all right, did you work as you go to school, or you just focused on school first?
No, I would do both. But you definitely have to just take time and be present whenever you're going to sit down to do the homework. You can't try to just, oh, I'll get to it after this. You would have to, set time every day, sit in front of the computer. If you just sit in front of it, you're going to do it. If you just keep avoiding going to the office, quit avoiding opening your laptop, I would sit down and put some music on. I'm not going to get out of this desk until I finish it.
You have to push yourself.
Just gotta
Alicia,
focus
did you
on.
feel like it was too much? Of course,
Yes.
your hubby was supporting you, Alicia. Did you feel like the homework was too much, or it was manageable?
No, the homework was not too much. It was manageable, and I was working full time and a part time job while going to school. So if I missed a class, the good thing about this one, you can always go and listen to the recording. Or if I thought I heard something and I didn't quite get it, you can always rewind and play the recording to your speed. Stop and adjust, digest what you just heard, and then keep going. So it's not like you're just getting a lecture and you can't go back and pull that information. It's there on the website. You can pull it from the portal, listen to it. Even now, I'm in the engineering class. I had to go back and go into my cohort 18 just to do some dashboard information. So you can still go back and retrieve that information. They don't kick you out of it. And so you can still go back and use it. That was very helpful for me.
Okay. How long did it get take for you guys to get jobs, and how many offers? Was it just the first offer you took, or I don't know. Tell us your experience with getting your jobs, Pedro and then Alicia.
Yeah. Okay. So once I graduated, once I started to apply, because there was a little like 2 weeks where I didn't apply. Once I started to apply within the first week, I was already getting offers, interviews, not offers yet, but interviews. And after 3 weeks of applying, I already had multiple offers, and I got to decide on which one I deemed the best for my journey. There was some that were remote, there were some that on site, but I just chose the company with a more credible name just to have a good on my resume. But there was different offers and different opportunities, just by putting my name out there, going to LinkedIn, going and talking to recruiters, just getting my name out there.
Very good.
There's lots of jobs there.
Okay. And for you, Alicia, it was the same experience. You had to choose among many companies. Is that what happened?
Yes, initially I started applying when I graduated. I was trying to do the interviews by myself with great failure. So I had to reach out to Dr. Oya. We did the mock interviews, and he was pointing out what I didn't do correctly, some things that I could brush up on. And then I started getting invited back to the second interview, the third interview. After that, I got a job within 2 months of graduating. So I didn't have any problems. I just picked the company that best suited my family needs. So I'm very happy with what I picked. I'm very happy.
Okay.
And what I can say is for Pedro, I think I was in Kenya, and I think he tried two, if I can say. And he called me one day at I think 2 a.m. I just woke up and got in the computer. I told him, man, you should not have said that. Okay, let's get it done. Huh? And then we had a 15-minute session. I gave him the talking point, and he called me. He had, I think, 2 or 3 jobs.
Three.
He sent me, 3, yeah. 3 jobs quickly. So I was very happy. And he decided to take one that was not even paying more than the other. But I think he was looking for, he's a sportsman. He was looking for the big name, and that's how it that's how it worked. So
Good, Pedro.
yeah,
That's good. That's good.
that was very nice. So we are very involved. By the way, we know the story. It's not like it's not just a story. It happened and is happening. And that's what I wanted to say. And right now, on May 4th, we're starting another cohort. We are recruiting for data engineering, and with the Microsoft Azure, with AWS and Google Cloud platforms, and data analytics and machine learning. For those people who feel like they're weak and they just want to get to know it first before moving into this, you can start Excel A to Z. Because there are people who are making $100,000 with Excel only. That's what people need to know. Data analytics with Excel. They will give you a very beautiful job description. You will use Python for this, Tableau or Power BI. You're going to use SQL for this. But when the job comes, because maybe your team lead only knows Excel, Excel can do all these things, and it's not a database. You're just told to use Excel to do it, because that's what they understand. People are also not really pleasant. They don't like change. So if they knew doing it with Excel, they can continue doing it with Excel. But all the beautiful tools are there in this company. So we have all that for beginners. If you think you have even a computer science degree, we can still help you. Because in these classes, they will tell you they're even with people who are going to very big universities and they feel they're not ready. They come. Even you, Janet, you've sent me people from Montclair or wherever, big universities who are doing data analytics, and we help them and they're so happy.
It's the practical part of it. They feel ready. Yeah. Prepare them with the resume, prepare them for the job. So and then when they're in the field, they feel like they're applying what they went to school for. And that is very nice, actually. That is very nice.
And even right now, the UN itself, it is time for what we call remote work. They even know about EdTech. Companies like ours who are helping people learn new skills. Because they know when you come from day one, you start doing what you'll be doing in your work. When you go to university, it's going to get mathematics 100, some psychology, some philosophy, and then you get a little bit of what you're going to do in the field. That's why when they're giving you the degree, they tell you they're giving you the power to read and do all that pertains to that degree, because you're not ready. That's a funny bit of it. Even doctors, when they go to school, they have to go for residency because they learned maybe a lot of theory. They have to put it to practice. So as we go straight to the practical aspects of it, that's
Okay,
how
very
we do it.
nice.
Yeah.
Alicia, did they give you internship at the new job, or you just fit in? And then Pedro, same thing. Did you guys have to do internship, orientation at the new job? Alicia first, and then Pedro.
No, I just fit in.
Oh, that's nice.
I put my badge on Indeed, and they found me and asked me to apply, that I would be a good fit. I applied for the position. I did my phone screening, and then after that, they asked me to come in for the first interview. And then after that, I did a WebEx interview with the hiring manager and the manager for the cybersecurity department that I'm working in now. And they offered me the position, and I told them I needed a chance to think it over. And I thought about the two that I had between, and I picked this one. It was the better fit for me. I just fit right in.
That's good to hear.
And I wanted to say something very important. It's good to be passionate about everything that you do. I think that's something that I picked from Alicia. If you look at her background, you'll see our digital badge. It says data, business data analytics. So yeah, that's a digital badge that's given by Credly. And I can even see the certificate too, signed by University of Nairobi, Smart Data Analytics and Credly. So she really was in it. Not just testing, if you come and you want it, you get it. That's what I wanted to say.
That's good. That's good. Pedro, did you fit in, or you had to do some orientation and internships?
Yeah. So several of the interviews, they have like kind of like testing your skills. So they'll give you problems for SQL or for Python, and I had to do several of those, and they're timed, but you just do your research. The class teaches you everything you need to know. You can kind of touch up on some interview questions online you can find. And once I passed that, then I went into my job, and there's orientation. A lot of them, they're wanting so much for the ask. They ask you to have all these skills, and then you start and they use Excel, a little bit of SQL. They want you to have so much, but then you get there and you don't even use it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I felt
and
over prepared going in.
Go ahead.
I felt over prepared. I felt like I knew more than what they needed.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. Someone is saying that sometimes they don't know anything, so getting to and at the beginning of this video, you can rewind and you'll see what Alicia said. She didn't have a background in this, but she just believed in herself, and the school is there to give you support. You have to put in, of course, the work, and then you'll succeed. So we are leaving the numbers. Feel free to rewind the videos. I also put the contacts up here and in the comment section. Please don't say you don't know. Okay. It will be right here. It will be the comment section. You can contact Dr. Yo. I think he said the next cohort is on when? Can you
May
revise?
4th. On May 4th.
May 4th is the next cohort. And you've had so many cohorts by now. Most viewers know you, Dr. Yo. So that speaks a lot of trust, because these are public forums. So if you see people like Pedro taking their time to come and share with us, Alicia taking their time to come and share with us the experience, it speaks volumes. So we are very happy that, all of you came here today. Final word from anyone, any comments? Alicia, can you comment something? A word of encouragement as we close, and the same thing with Pedro?
Yes. I will say, if you want to get into the class, don't hesitate to get into the class. I didn't know anything about tech. I was just an accounts payable clerk, and I worked at a gas station. I didn't know anything about tech. I could use a spreadsheet, but it was already formatted for me. Anything that you need to know to get your foot into the door, you will learn it. They have the knowledge base there. You will learn the skills. They're not going to cheat you. Anything you need to know, like Pedro said, it's going to be an overkill. You're going to know all these different ways of doing things, and you will get tested on what you know. Like me, I know all this stuff. I love Python, but they won't give me Python. I can do SQL. I use everything I use is in Excel and PowerPoint. So please don't sell yourself short. This is an amazing school to go to. It doesn't take long. You're going to get the knowledge in half the time you will do at a university or anywhere else. If you want to learn it, it's here. So please reach out. They do have the knowledge. It's lots of teachers there that will help you. You have your WhatsApp. You can make groups within your study, within your peers. You can make study groups. We did that. You get a project so you can put what you learn into motion in a practical way. So please don't sell yourself short. And I started school late, and I still end up in a very good job. And I started class 2 weeks behind my class that I graduated with. So if I can do it, guys, you can too. Don't sell yourself short.
Oh, thank you so much for that testimonial. Pedro, you have final words for us?
Yeah, I think Alicia said it best by saying, "Don't sell yourself short." Don't count yourself out just because you weren't good at coding before, or you have tried and IT just isn't for you. I think if you just know why you're doing something, you'll figure out how. So they show you why, they show you what you're working towards, and you're going to figure it out. It's worth it, and it's easier. It's more graspable than you think. You just have to work and believe in it, and it'll work out.
Oh, very nice. And Dr. Yo?
So I can just say that we're waiting for them. They let them call. We'll give them all they need to do, and then we'll onboard them, and we'll be on our way to success. Thank you.
Okay, very nice. I can't thank this audience for coming today. It was a short notice, and sorry, usually I prepare people on the page so that they can come, but they are going to watch you, and most of them will be very excited just to hear that you put in 14 weeks, 16 weeks, and you are able to put in this program, put in the effort, get the help you need with resumes and preparation with job offers. And we are very happy that all of you are succeeding. We are happy for you. We are happy for the family. And we thank you enough for coming here to represent yourselves and also to share your story with us. Okay, thank you. And you are welcome back with more stories. And we wish you all the best. We know you have good jobs. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you
Alicia,
so much.
oh, yes, and they are doing very well. And the sky now is the limit. They are going to meet very big people, good companies. The more you get exposed to these people, they show you something more. They show you something more. You might think you are earning good now. Before you know it, 2 years, you're even more and more and more. So we wish you well in all your endeavors. Guys, smart data analytics, all the contacts are here. The numbers are here. Let me pin it here again for you. The number is right there. Text me. It's like Christmas lights on my phone. But again, I'm telling you, the number is here. Okay. Please feel free to reach there. The number is there. Well, if you come to me, I'll also forward. But those are the links and those are the numbers. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. We love you so much for coming. And we'll see you in the next video. And good luck with everything. Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.